Welcome to my channel, to everyone who's new here, and of course to those of you who are back again. Great to have you here. In this video we will take a look together at possible scenarios for the price development of Bitcoin and Ethereum. Things remain exciting, so make sure to watch until the end. And also, if you want to trade with cheap taker fees, then I can recommend you the crypto exchange mexc, which has a similar trading volume to Bitget, Bybit and OKX. But as you can see, I already highlighted you here, the taker fees are far much lower than on the other top crypto exchanges, and on top of that you can save another 20% on your low taker fees if you use my referral link, which you can find in the video description. And also 100 pairs, 0 fees just on mexc, and here you can see some popular altcoins which you can trade without any fees on mexc. So let's get to Bitcoin. What did we say? We have said here that this can be a fourth or fifth retest of that blue trend line. And if we take the target and put it then to our fifth retest, then the target of that triangle is the 107,000 US dollar, round about that. We already got near to it, this area here. So I can take out the target. What now? I think with the candles which we get now, we get some push to the upside, but make sure we got it in the past as well. Let me delete the yellow one here, this one. So let me take this one to the side. We already got that kind of price action where we pushed to the upside before, sold off, afterwards 4-5 big green candles, and after that sold off. Yeah, so I would be careful. Still, the 107,250 US dollar. In my opinion, they have to break to the upside with a nice retest. Then I think the next target, now we can put this one here. Exactly. The next target, 108,800 US dollar. And if we also break it to the upside, then we can even reach for prices up to 113,000 US dollar for Bitcoin. I will put you here a price mark. That's a roundabout area because this is a trend line on the weekly chart. On the weekly chart, I can do mistakes just by having, let's say a millimeter wrong setting of the trend line is already causing a difference of 1,000 US dollars. So keep this price mark as target on the weekly chart. Don't use it with the perfect dollar mark. It can be around that area. Yeah, plus minus 1,000 US dollar. So let's see what Bitcoin is going to do. I want to see the 107,250 US dollar breaking to the upside, and I can expect a nice push to the upside. So what do I think as well? I have also told you yesterday that since we got here a retest and we still expect one push into the 107,000 US dollar, it might be a double top pattern. This is a bearish pattern. So if we don't break the 107,250 US dollar to the upside, we can't be bullish. If we break the 107,000 to the upside, then I would say, okay, we have invalidated the pattern, the double top pattern. We can form in head and shoulders formatation, which is bearish, but for sure we will still get a nice push to the upside. Since I see right now at the moment a double top pattern, which would break at the 102,000 US dollar. The target of that double top pattern is going to tell me 97,000 is going to get the target. Yeah, the support box between 97,000 to 98,000 US dollar. This support box, also I have said it a week ago or 2 weeks ago, that support box has to hold, and I think that we are going to get there anyway. So if we break the 102,000 to the downside, then I think with that breaking to the downside, we can first get into 100,550 US dollar and 99,800 US dollars. So everything round about 100,000 plus minus $500. And afterwards, second target, the box 98,000 to 97,000. I even think that if the double top pattern is not going to get invalidated. Means we get a push to the upside, then it would get invalidated. If we consolidate like this, then the double top pattern is still ongoing, and I think I get an earlier entry at 103,500 US dollar. If we break this to the downside, then I think that with losing that support, we are also going to break the yellow trend line to the downside. Then I can imagine something like this. And then the gains can be even really high, in my opinion. If the yellow trend line breaks to the downside, then we have also said here, we have a symmetrical triangle as well. Yeah, we have two different ones. The first one is this. The second one goes a bit longer, like this. So if we lose the 2,780 US dollar, but also that trend line is going upwards, so I can still keep the 103,500 US dollar if we don't break it to the downside within the next hour, like this. But those are going to cross each other, so having a breakout here would be the verification, in my opinion, that we can reach for lower prices. And then I take the spread of that triangle, put it then to our breakout point, and it's also going to show me 98,230 US dollar at the moment. So basically the area 98,000, 97,000, then we have two different chart patterns which direct into that support box for Bitcoin. So what about Ethereum? So we have said that we have here a green trend line. If it breaks to the upside, which it did, which got even a retest, here we got the long signal, but with the candle close lower than the green trend line, this one here, this was actually our sign of getting out of the trade. Here was a potential loss of 0.4% to the target up here. It would have been around about 4%. So basically the ratio was good, but still not a profitable trade. This was a small loser. But I don't care about small losers. 0.5% is nothing compared to what kind of pushes we get with the other coins. So basically I would still stick to it. If the green trend line breaks to the upside sustainable, which is currently the 2,515 US dollar, where we get a push to the upside, a retest, but we need the follow through after that. If we get this kind of setup, then I can put my stop loss to break even and let the trade roll into the 2,620 US dollar to 2,675 US dollar. So with this push to the upside which we got, I would draw you this here. With this push to the upside, we have also retested the bright blue trend line a third time. Here was the breakout to the downside, here was the retest. Here was another retest where we broke to the upside and got a retest from the upside, also broke to the downside, and here was another retest. So if we don't break to the upside, the chance is high that we meet the area 2,337 US dollar. And if we look into it, with this push here to the upside, we have just formed a head and shoulders formatation. Shoulder, head, shoulder formatation. So if we break the 2,337 US dollar to the downside, then Ethereum is short to me into the fair value gap 2,270 US dollar to 2,218 US dollar. If we also break it to the downside, then the area between 2,130 US dollar to 2,035 US dollar is going to get interesting for me. So I don't have much more to say. I cleaned up the chart so it looks better to me and easier for you to understand the key levels. So see you in the altcoin update.